what advice would we give to people out there who are struggling to make the leap of faith and just follow their goals and listen to their intuition, you know?
Mhm.
No matter what age. I was gonna say to college or high school kids, but to any age, like what is one thing we could leave off?
The first thing that came to mind, and then I would love to hear your answer, is I think taking ownership for your life and realizing, hey man, if you go to school and if you go into a job that you don't really love, you have no right to put that hate on your friend or on your parents for pushing you that route because you chose to go that way. I know that can be an escapism, right? You go to school because the underlying thing is like, oh, because I want to make my parents happy. You have no right to be upset at them. I'm a huge believer in, and my friend Ray Natman told me this. He's like, Daniel, nobody can make you do anything. They can influence you, they can guide you, they can persuade you, but at the end, you pull the trigger. So it was you who signed up for those classes. You know what I mean? It was you who studied and did the exams. And I would say, just remember that your life, for a lot of it, for the most part, is in your hands. And if you're really thinking about taking that leap of faith, just remember that at the end of the day, I don't want to get too dark, but man, other people might not be around, right? If you're doing this for your parents, there's going to be a day where they're not going to be around and you're going to be by yourself. And you're going to have to take a long look in the mirror and go, okay, am I happy with what I've done? So really take ownership of your life. That is my 2 cents that I would give on that. But what do you think, Nista? What would you say?
Yeah, awesome. That's really important. I never even I feel like that advice is so valuable, first of all, because I've never even thought to the point of like just taking ownership for the now, taking accountability
Mm-hmm,
for now. You know,
mm-hmm,
some people are in situations where they're like, oh, like why is this my life? Why did I do this? But it's kind of like a series of conscious decisions that led to that. So you can't put that blame on anyone else. I think that's super valuable because at the end of the day, that's advice that people can use today. What I was gonna say is I think there is this whole like when people talk about going after their dreams or their goals, are always like, yeah, well, one day I'll start this. I had someone comment on one of my videos the other day being like, wow, like that's amazing that you're doing all of this. Like you've accomplished so much. I want to start a blog too. And I was like, you got it. Like start your blog today.
yeah.
And, they replied and they're like, yeah, maybe one day, like maybe soon. And
No.
I would say that too. Like when I was in high school, I'd be like, one day I'll write a book, one day. But it's like, when is one day?
Mm-hmm.
Literally start today. And like, I think I would emphasize this. Celebrate the small wins, celebrate every step of the journey. Start today, whether that's literally in like creating a website logo, like not even the website, create like a fun little name for yourself on Canva or like a little logo, or if you have a business idea for a product, maybe just sketch it out on a piece of paper. Start with something small, but once you have that first step that you take today, you're going to be in the thought process and the momentum to just take tiny steps every single day. Soon enough, you'll have, a product launch and you'll have a first client. Celebrate that first client, celebrate that win. Don't be too headstrong on like the end goal. Just be intentional in the process, be intentional in the now. Um, be grateful and be thankful for every little opportunity that comes your way, whether that's a person, that's an opportunity, that's a lot of views on one video. Celebrate those small wins and don't compare those wins to everyone else. But start today. That is my advice. Like for all of the people listening right now who are like, one day I'll do this, one day I'll be a teacher, or I'll be an actress or a model. Like, what is holding you back from taking that step now? And again, like the whole like I don't want to be dark thing, but even applies to you and me. Like we might not be here tomorrow. Nothing is
Mm-hmm.
guaranteed, and time
Mm-hmm.
isn't guaranteed. And I was having a conversation with my mom about this today, and I was like, I think everyone should live life as if today is like your last day. Like literally, what impact do you want to have in the world? And how can you start working towards that today? It doesn't have to be anything crazy because everything takes time. But the whole like excuse of I'll start later, I'll start another time. I think that's at the end of the day, I think that's you're just being unfair to yourself. You're not giving yourself the recognition and the love that you deserve to even put out whatever product that you can into the world, or whatever impact you can have into the world. So it's not even it's not only unfair to society, it's also unfair to you to be like, oh, I'll start one day and just continuously push it off while doing
Mm-hmm.
X, Y, and Z, engaging in meaningless conversations with people you really don't care about,
Yeah.
being involved in toxic social media drama, going to your day job that you absolutely like despise,
Ugh.
having coworkers that yeah, like literally you look disgusted. I'm like, saying like start today, because if you can create the reality you want, but when is the starting point? When is today?
You're totally right. Start right now. What's holding you back? chances are it's you.
It's you, exactly. Nothing is holding you back except for yourself. You know, people will have excuses. People will say, well, time and money and this and that. I'm like, it's yourself, you know. Nothing truly holds you back like your own mind. So it's all about the reframe.